think most of that is all due to inactivity as well. He's been hiding in the shadows.
And doing a whole lot of training. We'll see if it's enough to win him the Cinema Esports Invitational here in Arlington, Texas. It's going to be Karna versus HMO's Xillion. We'll see how it goes. Game 1 on Pokemon Stadium 2. It's the classic starter. And Xillion, of course, has no problems playing on a stage that allows him to set up a projectile zone.
I wonder what's crazy to me.
I do want to know.
Outside, Karna's gameplay has been incredible so far. Karna is the only member of this invitational that is not a part of a crew or affiliated with a sponsorship.
Which, again, kind of goes back to that inactivity. He's definitely good enough to have one, but he just hasn't been playing a lot because he has got other responsibilities to worry about. But right now, all he needs to be concerned with is, how do I beat Robin? That's the only question on his mind right now, and looks like he might have that combo game online to do just that. Team Punish game has definitely been there from the Joker, and eating that whole Thoron means he is second Arsene is certainly incoming.
Oh, yeah. He is almost there. And Xillion's got to play around it very carefully. He's played around Arsene so far pretty well in order to not drop stocks early. And now, catching Karna getting aggressive on the way down.
And that's something that a lot of Jokers will do, is that when they have the Arsene, they'll assume that all their options become safer, which they do, but not safe enough to make your opponent just go, oh no, there's nothing I can do about it. Xillion, like you said, the adaptation master of this tournament, and he's certainly got plenty of extra credit to his name.
Trying to get a little bit extra credit in the healing department off these Nosferatus.
Oh my gosh, that hurts so bad!
Okay, that move is pretty good. That counter is ridiculous.
But that's on Karna right there to call out when that Thoron is coming out, because that was raw.
That is not a reactable situation, in my opinion. That is a scary spot to be in.
But despite that, Xillion is still the one who has the lead, and you know that 11th sword gets you a whole lot of reliable kill confirms, especially when you have the Arcfire online as Xillion does now. But it's got to wait for the lightning sword to come back, and there it is, right there.
Comes in through, and Xillion now up a stock. Again, we saw the first set that these two played, Xillion was the one with the lead at the start of the game, but then it seemed like Karna was setting the pace the whole time. Right now, I feel like the way that Xillion is playing, he is not allowing Karna to be the one to set the pace.
That whole stock was ridiculous. That was 30 seconds of unadulterated, unmodified, 100% Robin.
You might say that he was setting the pace. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Now, I have a question for you, neighbor.
Yeah.
You say you might say he was setting the pace, which makes it sound like you're referencing something.
No, just the words that I was saying earlier.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That answers my question that I didn't ask.
Yeah. So,
the only question I have right now is, how does Karna bring this back? How does he modify his game for Game 2 here?
the biggest thing we saw in winners is a lot of the time Xillion had a lot of difficulty dealing with a lot of Karna's movement and just his paralyzing presence. But if Xillion is the one who's swinging first and catching all of that, well, that's a start for Karna, that's for sure.
I hate to see it, man.
Yeah.
Especially after such a crazy momentum-building end to that game one. It's the last thing you want to see for Xillion right now.
There we go, but he's fighting back. He's not going to let that get to him too bad. But now Karna does get to play with a little bit of safety net.
Mm-hmm. Definitely has the ability to, you know, maybe go for a couple of riskier plays, close out this game maybe a little bit quicker. Get that momentum back.
That was so clean, tossing the 11th sword down and comboing into the Nos with it.
I got to see, nice parry and gets a conversion off of it as well. Pressure still on from Xillion here, and he's the one going for these crazy edge guards, but Karna turns it around on him.
Yeah, Xillion went for the big play to try to even things up, but the invincibility or vulnerability on startup of those.
Oh my gosh, don't do it again. Rebellion. That got you killed last time, Karna. I will remind you, and this time it does!
Good.
Somebody in the crowd just said bonk. I would fully agree.
Man, look at the little baby heal. Okay, if Xillion is definitely down in stocks and percent, but he is not down in spirits, and that's the important thing.
He's definitely playing with all the heart that he has in him, and he's still keeping the pressure on Karna, even when he doesn't have all of his resources. He still wants Karna to feel threatened. That's the thing that he wants to carry into that game 3 if that's what's coming.
go. But again,
Karna,
Karna, he just is chasing Xillion down, not giving him many opportunities. And again,
another reflect.
we're going to see him go for that projectile on the landing. Karna waits it out, goes for that reflector.
Karna says, I'll give it back to you. I'll give it back to you.
He sure says that.
Yeah. When it comes to L Thunders or Thorons or anything in between, which would be an Arc Thunder, I'm sure that he'd refer that back to Xillion's own hands as well.
Definitely. Karna doesn't want it. Karna, I feel like Joker is the ultimate regifter.
Yeah. Make sure if you're buying something for this is just high schoolers in general. Like you give them a present at Christmas and they go, "Oh, it's great. I love it, Mom." And it's like, you know, there's a gift receipt. Like you can take it back if you want. They're like, "No, it's fine." And then one day they're at the mall with their friends and they see the GameStop and they're like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna play Luigi's Mansion 3. I'm gonna trade it in for Pokemon." Like, it's definitely what Karna's been doing right now. He's been getting plenty of value out of all the gifts that Xillion's been giving him, but he's got to do it one more time here in Grand Finals right now to get himself the tournament. Otherwise, we're going to another set.
Right, we're playing this third game again on Pokemon Stadium 2. Waiting out that button so that Xillion doesn't buffer anything crazy. Eventually does go for the recovery.
Oh
but
my
he
goodness!
lands, somehow surviving with great DI.
I'm amazed that he is alive, but also that Karna was able to just call out that forward movement. It's something that Xillion has not been telegraphing at all, is the tempo of his approaches, and yet somehow Karna's been picking up. Nice buffer on the down air in case Karna tried to do a ledge jump back air, but he noticed that Xillion was ready.
Arc Thunder, but Karna jumps over it, still jumps and lands empty into the jabs. Arsene is here, big boy out to play, ready for the base boost to drop. He's going down for the back air pressure. The hook actually saving Xillion from that situation, but that's going to kill it. Landing forward air into the up air conversion, and Karna still sitting at 55%. Still going to be able to put on some extra credit damage with this Arsene.
Oh, love that movement there from Xillion. I was talking about how hard it is to see which direction he wants to go, and that's exactly exemplary of it right there. He drifts away, but then he puts out that forward-facing hitbox to jab you away, and now it's looking like he might pick up the stock with the back hit of that Levin Nair.
That move is so nice for Robin in this game.
And it just got buffed for some reason.
A little faster.
It's really good.
A little bit sprier of a hitbox.
Wow. Continuing to just juggle with this Levin sword, and already Xillion's put himself right back into the game, but soon he's going to have to deal with Mr. Arsene.
And here he comes. Jumping over that Aegon. Get yourself a Thoron for the troubles. Nair puts him back off stage. And Xillion, eats the back air. Karna's going deep.
He ate both hits of that back air too, which is crazy. You almost never see that.
Back air again. Continuing the pressure, but he's able to recover high, and now it's his ledge trap.
Looks like Xillion only has 1 or 2 recoveries left as well.
Now, the big thing, though, that Arsene is gone, and percents are pretty even, but I think that favors Xillion.
Nice air dodge, both to get around the edge guard from Karna, but also to conserve what recovery he does have left. That almost killed him in that last stock. My gosh, both of these guys whiffing their kill moves. Somehow we are still going.
That little charge in the immediate dodge, and just barely doesn't have the recovery.
Yeah, drifted too low, and that would have been the last of his wind book as well. But this is where we saw Xillion immediately run the game back into his favor.
Going to set up the fire on the ledge. That's going to drip on the hands, but he doesn't have anything to really punish that. Forward air catches the jump, though.
Yeah, definitely catching Karna coming off the ledge. That's one thing that Xillion's been doing a pretty good job of, is Karna's been mixing up his movement really well, being hard to lock down, but we had a couple of moments where Xillion's definitely known where he's going to be. That's one of them.
And he picked up the book. He still has the book.
I can't believe it.
Nope, I'm a liar. He's got a lot of healing, though.
Then I can believe it.
Yeah.
Ooh, that single hit forwarder, though, that almost set up for a huge confirm, but Karna only got both hits to the Nair.
Oh,
now,
that's
though,
a big oof.
Down air is certainly a big. I will give you that.
That down air hurts to hear.
Ooh, Xillion didn't quite get that Levin sword out. Only got 1 use of it left.
But
you might want to just burn it ASAP. Yeah, just so he can get it recharging.
Arsene is out of here.
Ooh, but we see Karna fighting back on with that back air. Getting Xillion close to these kill percents, and the forward smash means that it is over. Karna able to take it 2-1 in Grand Finals and get this tournament under his belt at the Cinema Esports Invitational.
And it really looked like Xillion was about to take that set, move this on to set 2 of Grand Finals, but Karna had a really good read on, again, Xillion's drift. And you were saying that was so hard to catch on to, but Karna's got a next level mind. He's all about that data. He was able to back up just out of range, cover the aggressive potential option coming out of Xillion because he was so tantalizingly close to taking that stock with 11 sword aerial. Was able to come back in with those double hit forward air.
Yeah.